Hey guys, what's up everybody? What's up y'all? What's up? What's up you guys? What's up? Hey everybody. Okay. Okay. Man, I'm telling y'all what. I have had such a messed up stomach today. It is really uncomfortable. My stomach is jacked up. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about judgment, and I wanted to talk to you guys about maintenance medication. I want to talk to you guys about recovery, and I want to talk to you because I'm kind of excited because I've noticed something, you guys. I have noticed that there have been changes happening in the recovery community on Facebook, and it's pretty awesome. So let me go ahead and wait for you guys to get in here. So come on in, everybody. Come on in, take a seat, welcome your neighbor. How's everybody doing? How's your mama? How's your daddy? How's your granny? Mine are all doing great. Thanks for asking. So I'm super excited, you guys, because some awesome things are happening within the recovery community online, and awesome things are happening within the community as a whole here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so I thought we could talk about just how far we have come since I started sharing my story in 2016. And so I want to wait till everybody gets here. So y'all come on in, take a seat, and we'll get started in a few minutes. So I'm going to let you guys kind of tell me how y'all been doing. I went to my second CrossFit workout yesterday, and I have got to tell you guys, shout out to West Little Rock CrossFit. Shout out to Jeff and JD at West Little Rock CrossFit, you guys. So yesterday I went and I met with JD, and y'all, I have been lifting weights. First of all, so he started me out with the bar, and then I could lift that so easy. And so he added these two giant wheel things on each side of it, probably like 50 pounds, I swear. It was a lot of weight, y'all. 35 or 40 pounds at least. And he had me doing these things called, where you go like this, you go. Here you go. And you lift the weight, and you go like this, and you jump up. And so I was doing that. Hey Esther, what's up, girl? And I was lifting it, y'all. I was doing it. It was pretty awesome. Also, what do y'all think about this shirt? It's tie-dye. I love it. Y'all know how I feel about tie-dye. I love tie-dye. It's like, I love tie-dye. I love everything tie-dye. So I am sweating already. It's so fucking hot in Arkansas right now, y'all. Okay. It's really, really hot. Okay, so let's talk. What's up, you guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so first of all, let me share with you guys what it was like back in 2016 when I first started sharing my story. A lot of you guys have heard this because you've been with me for a long time. But back in 2016, I started to share my story on Facebook, and I had a pretty good amount of people following me on Facebook back then, you guys. I was really active. I would live stream every single day on Facebook, and I would do meditations and like recovery support group meetings on Facebook, and I got really, really active. I loved it. But at that time, I had just started to share my experience, strength, and hope, um, where it's related to being on a maintenance medication. And so, for some of you guys that are maybe new to my channel and maybe you didn't know, I am on Suboxone, and I have been on Suboxone since August of 2015. Okay, I got sober in July 13th. I got out of treatment and I got on Suboxone. Hey, Amanda, I see you, girl. And I got on Suboxone and I have been on it ever since. It literally saved my life, you guys. It saved my life. I had made a post earlier, and I will read you guys the post that I put up earlier, okay? Because I want y'all to hear it, what I had to say. Okay, 5 years ago, I left treatment at Oasis and was so afraid I was going to relapse. I remember my boyfriend, he's now my husband, picking me up and telling me he had gotten on medication assisted treatment. I was so mad. I was taught for years that there was only one way to recover, and that one way was abstinence. Believe me, I had tried abstinence for years. Let's take a look at all the times I tried. My first attempt was in 2005. I went to Quapaw House Incorporated, right in Hot Springs, Arkansas. They were amazing, and this was my first exposure to the 12 steps in abstinence recovery. I wanted what these people had. Candace R. was a speaker at the center, and she inspired me so much, I asked her to sponsor me. I asked her to sponsor me. Okay. I made it 6 months and relapsed. My next 30-day residential treatment was South Arkansas Substance Abuse in El Dorado, Arkansas. This was another amazing place. I didn't make it 30 days and relapsed. My next stop was prison. Arkansas Department of Corrections. I didn't learn much about recovery there and was getting hydrocodone snuck in by a friend of a friend of a friend. Now, when I paroled out of ADC, I went to RCA Williamsburg. Here is where I really started to try my hardest to stay sober. I did pretty good, but ultimately relapsed. Went through RCA 30-day residential and moved back into Williamsburg. I stayed sober for 9 months. This was in 2010. I relapsed and did not come back until 2015. And in 2015, I went to Oasis and I learned about medication-assisted treatment. I had heard about it, but only bad things. Even back in 2015, there was not a lot of support, if any, for maintenance. Fast forward to 2020, and I'm about to hit 5 years sober. I'm down to 1 milligram of Suboxone, and I've never been happier. The only thing I can say is I wish I had tried Suboxone sooner. Maybe then I wouldn't have had to hurt my family and myself so much. The point I'm making is recovery is recovery. It doesn't matter how or what you do to get your recovery, just get you some. So, I was trying to share that I've seen this just change, right? I feel like there's so many more people talking about Suboxone and maintenance medication in a positive way. There's more people that are sharing their experience about being on Suboxone and methadone, and people are not judging them, and it's amazing. I'm literally cannot believe it. I'm so excited. And so I also understand that, I respect other people's opinions, but I saw this post today, and somebody had posted underneath it that they didn't they didn't recommend maintenance medication. They recommended a more, she said, a more, oh God, what did she say? A more, not conventional, a more conservative, a more conservative approach to recovery, and that she suggests that a person not get on Suboxone or methadone because it's highly addictive and they need to work on the inner root cause of why they're getting high in the first place, which I do agree that that's what we need to do. We need to work on finding out why we're drinking and using, why we want to change the way we feel. But with that being said, in a perfect world, we would all go to therapy. We would all work on the deep, dark inner workings of ourselves and get down to the causes and conditions, and we would stay sober and never relapse again, right? That's in a perfect world. But most people can't stay sober long enough to get to that point where they're working on their inner selves. And that is why maintenance medication is so amazing, because somebody like me who has tried, right, to do abstinence-based sobriety and learn and dig deep and look inside and find my causes and conditions of why I was drinking and using, and then I relapse. And so I relapse and relapse and relapse and relapse because I couldn't get a foundation. I couldn't get a recovery foundation to where I wasn't returning back to relapse. So what I'm trying to say is that is exactly why maintenance medication is so amazing, because a person can get on it and be free from cravings and the obsession to use long enough to work on that inside shit and to find out why we were drinking and using. Why did we want to change the way we felt? And while we're on that medication and we're learning new coping skills and we're learning how to stay sober one day at a time, and we're going to therapy, and we have a doctor, and we have our sponsors and our meetings that we go to while we are on the medication, and we have, it's like a freaking insurance plan on your sobriety. We have that catch-all, that support if we fall back and make a mistake, right? Because for a heroin addict, for a fentanyl addict, to relapse is to die, okay? A lot of you guys don't understand that if you go back out on heroin, it's most likely not even heroin, and you're going to relapse and die. You're not going to make it back. It's not like, listen, it's not like drinking alcohol where you relapse and you're drinking, okay? It's like you can do one shot and die. You can do one line of heroin and die, okay? It's not like something that you have to take in so much until you kill yourself. It's instant. It's instant death. That is what heroin and fentanyl are doing. It's instant death. It'll instantly kill you, okay? And so in a perfect world, we would all go out and go to therapy and get sponsors and work the 12 steps and learn about our recovery and never go back to that old way of life, right? In a perfect world, we would all have access to those resources. But we're talking about junkies and drug addicts that are underneath a fucking bridge, okay? Homeless in the streets, no insurance, no Medicaid, no nothing. You know, getting on maintenance medication at the clinic where they literally only have to pay a couple bucks a day to go get their dose is saving them from dying. Come on now. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that. And that's what I don't think some people understand. They don't understand the severity of opiate addiction. Okay? All addictions suck. But the severity of opiate addiction is that you can literally die like that. Bam! All it takes is one time. You're dead. You're dead. I cannot tell you guys how many times I have overdosed, okay, and ended up in the hospital because I tried to get sober and I was sober for a little bit and then I relapsed and killed myself, okay, and they brought me back to life. For some reason, God kept on saving me from dying. You know what I mean? Yeah, I-5029, I saw that. What are you talking about? You're not going to die unless it's on purpose. but you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a lot of people understand. And so anyway, a positive thing that I've noticed recently in the recovery community here in Arkansas and online is that more people are opening up their hearts and their minds to maintenance and recovery through maintenance. And here's the thing, like, recovery is recovery. Recovery has nothing to do, you guys, with the medications that you're taking into your body. Recovery has everything to do with the work that you're doing on the inside. Okay? Changing your behaviors, changing the way you treat others and yourself, that's what recovery is about. Connecting with a power greater than yourself, whether that be God or the universe or nature, whatever your higher power is, that's what recovery is about. Recovery is about changing and not being selfish anymore, not being self-seeking, helping others and giving back. That's what recovery is about. You know what I mean? It's not about the medications that you're prescribed. My gorgeous young girlfriend was addicted to Adderall and alcohol. She just died at 38 and left behind a 15-year-old daughter. Oh my God, Esther, I am so sorry to hear that. Like, for real, I'm so sorry. But here's the thing, you guys, like, I really want people to open their hearts and their minds and to understand that um, recovery is different for every person. And I wish I can honestly say this, like, I wish that my circumstances were perfect to where I could have gotten out of treatment and could have had an amazing therapy team, and I could have had an easy transition and not had to work and could have just really relaxed and focused on my recovery. But it's never perfect like that when you're trying to get sober. It's difficult. You have to find what works for you and get in and start working that shit. You know, damn, it's like I don't think some people I don't think they understand, or they don't think before they speak when they say stuff. Like, you know, obviously, if getting sober and through abstinence was so easy and so many people could do it, then so many people would be doing it, and there wouldn't be a need for medication assisted treatment, you know. But it's just not something that a lot of people have been able to do through with opiate addiction, and that's why this medication is so amazing. So I just really was so excited because I was seeing so many people coming forward on Facebook and talking about being on maintenance medication and sharing their experience and not being ashamed, and other people not judging them, which is such a refreshing, amazing thing to see. Because when I was on Facebook in 2016, it was a hot mess express. If you said you were on Suboxone, you were met with so much people attacking you, telling you that you weren't sober, telling you that you were on legal heroin, telling you might as well just go stick a needle in your arm. And it was the craziest thing about it was that these things that were being said were not from people that were not addicts. These were being said by other addicts. Other addicts and alcoholics would come out of the damn woodwork to attack another addict who was proud of themselves for making a decision to get on MAT treatment. And it was the damnedest thing to see. All these people who called themselves holier than thou, recovering addicts and alcoholics, tooting their own horns because they've been sober for 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, 2 years, because they're sober through abstinence, and then coming down and bashing somebody else for being on maintenance. I couldn't believe my damn eyes. It was like I was in the Twilight Zone. Is this really happening? Are these people calling themselves recovering addicts and alcoholics and then coming in here and treating somebody else the way they are? Oh, hell no. And so I said, hell, I'm out of here. Hey, Erin. People tell me that, but have gone to rehab 20 times because they keep relapsing. I have not relapsed in 6 years. Hey, Casey, what's up, girl? Yeah, and that's why I don't know if you saw my post in the OG Matt Moms group. Shout out to the OG Matt Moms Facebook group, you guys. If you're a mom and you're utilizing MAT, whether it be Suboxone, Methadone, Vivitrol, Sublocade, whatever Matt you're on, there is a pretty dope ass Facebook group called the OG Matt Moms. I linked it on my community tab too. But I had made a post in a couple of groups because I want to know if you're somebody who has utilized methadone or Suboxone and you got off of it. First of all, did you taper off of it, or did you just jump cold turkey? And were you able to maintain continuous sobriety after getting off of it? And the reason why I want to know the reason why I'm asking these questions is because I see a lot of people who comment things about Suboxone and methadone, and they're people who jumped off cold turkey and then haven't even been able to stay sober after that. And then they're going around judging other people for being on it. You know, like, it's really important, you guys, that if you're going to put your opinion out there, that you're sharing the whole truth. If you're somebody who is on Suboxone or on methadone, and you got pissed at your doctor because he wouldn't let you smoke weed, and you decided to jump off at 120 milligrams of methadone, and now you're still shooting heroin, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, tell the whole truth. Tell the whole truth. Don't tell the half story, you guys. It's so important to tell the whole truth. Okay, hold on. The only thing, oh, it's disgusting. I would never, I know, like, methadone. That's great, Ashley. I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you that it has helped you, and I'm happy for you. For real. If I hadn't found this channel, I would probably be dead by now. Oh, we love you, Corrales. We love you, man. And so but anyways, things are changing, you guys. Things are changing on Facebook, in the recovery community, and in real life. And I'm so excited to see it. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, because I remember when it was so toxic, you guys, like, people would just, it was almost like they were waiting. It was almost like they were waiting behind in the bushes, waiting for somebody to come and say, hey, I'm utilizing maintenance, you know? That's right. Merch says methadone works great for some people, and I totally respect it. If it works for you and helps you become a better person, rock on with it. That's right. Hey, Deal, what's up, babe? Casey says, same with me, Ashley. Methadone was awful for me, but down others on methadone. That's just my experience. Exactly, Casey, exactly. And so here's the thing. Like, I had a bad experience too, but you know why I had a bad experience? And I have to tell the whole story. Let me tell you the whole story. See, this is what I'm talking about. The reason why I had a bad experience with methadone, you guys, was because I was abusing it. And because I was buying it off the streets. And because I was taking my husband's prescription. And I was eating Xanax bars with it. And I was shooting meth still. So that's the whole story. That's why I wasn't successful with methadone maintenance. See, if I had went to the doctor and gotten a prescription and actually been doing what I was supposed to be doing, I might have been successful with it. But I was not doing right. I was manipulating the medication. I was manipulating people around me that had it, and I was still in my active addiction. And I had no intentions of trying to get sober. I was just eating methadone like they were like those little chiclets, you know, you pop them out of them just like that. Yeah, totally zombie, you guys. And listen to what happened to me. This was a bad time for me when I was in my addiction. My hair started falling out, and I was so skinny, you guys. I had gotten down to like 110 or 11 pounds. I was really, really skinny. And you could see these like big black circles under my eyes. I looked like a skeleton. That's awesome, Esther. I'm proud of you, girl. Right, Nicole, and that's what a lot of people do. Yes, Ashley. And here's the thing, like, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. Like, and I'm not referring to you guys, but I'll see so many people that'll post things and they'll be bashing Suboxone or methadone, but then they won't tell the whole story. Like, they're not going to tell you the part that when they were on Suboxone, they were still going behind their doctor's back and snorting meth and shooting crack and manipulating, lying, cheating, stealing. Like, they only want to say this part. Fuck methadone, fuck Suboxone. It didn't work for me. They don't want to tell you guys the whole story. And quite frankly, the truth of the matter is, if you work it, it'll work. If you don't work it, it's not going to work. If you put in 100% and you want to change your life, whether it's methadone, Suboxone, Vivitrol, Sublocade, AA, NA, CA, it's all about what the effort that we put in. You know what I mean? We got to put our 100% effort into it. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people can have like allergic reactions to medication, or maybe the medicine doesn't work well with their system. You know what I mean? But it's really about us getting in there and changing our behaviors, focusing on doing the next right thing, reaching out for support and help, and coming together, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk about how I have seen a positive change in the recovery community and how I am so happy. You guys, it feels like victory to me, like a big fat, that's a win, that's a W, like a big fat V for victory. I don't think you guys understand. Like, I have literally been fighting a battle for 5 years about maintenance medication, and just screaming it from the rooftops about how it saved my life and helped me to become the person I am today. It's helped me to be able to build this group right here, this YouTube channel. It's helped me to get out of my own way and help others. Like, I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't gotten on Suboxone. I would not be alive. And so I feel like I've been fighting an uphill battle for so many years, and I actually feel like I'm at the top of the hill and we're starting to level out to where I'm not having to be like, uh, climbing up that mountain. It's not as hard anymore to climb up the mountain. Like, I'm actually getting a little momentum behind me, and I got more people behind me that are helping me, that are saying, yeah, maintenance helped me. It saved my life. I believe in this medication. I believe in this Mara recovery community. We're starting to build our numbers. We're starting to build the support. It's like, when it used to be, I felt like it was just me and a couple other people, and our voices were like in a crowd, and we are getting help. Recovery is possible. And now it's like, maintenance saves lives. Maintenance is recovery. And it's like so fucking amazing, because I felt so alone for so long. And now I don't feel alone. I got a whole crew of people. You guys, I told people on this Facebook page in Facebook, I said, we started out with like one person on this channel, and that was me. And now we're 5,200 people strong. That's 5,200 people that support maintenance medication. That's 5,200 people that are either on it or are helping somebody else that is on it and supporting them and being there, and that are non-judgmental, that are open-minded. It is so awesome. It gets me so pumped up, you guys, because I don't think y'all understand. There didn't used to be groups like this. There didn't used to be people who would step out and say, I'm on Suboxone and it saved my life, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. For a long time, people were afraid to say anything. For a long time, when you did say stuff, people would just totally invalidate your whole recovery and act as if you didn't even exist. Like, it was so fucked up. I'm telling y'all, it was fucked. Okay, let me read y'all's comments. Sorry, I was going on one. My story is just the doctor at the methadone clinic put me on too high of a dose, and when I told him it was too high, he said I was wrong and he was the doctor. Oh, I've had that happen to me too, Casey. Hey, Joe, what's up? Hey, Sam, what's up? Oh, Merc, who don't like us? I didn't even eat unless it was sugar. Oh gosh, I know all about the sugar cravings too. If you're new here, stay here. Nicole is the best recovery YouTuber. Yes, Sam. Sam, I love you. Sam, hey guys, Sam has his own channel. Sam, have you been doing meal preps on there yet? Honestly though, you guys, like, I support all pathways to recovery, but the reason why I'm so vocal about Suboxone is because that's my journey. That's what I'm doing right now. What's up, BBT Boston? Hey, girl. I'm so glad you're here. Did y'all go and see the live stream I did with Robbie and Lauren last night? I had so much fun. For those of you guys that don't know, Save Robbie is 1 week sober and doing so good, and he really needs our support. Merc. Yeah. Hey, Alicia, what's up, girl? Dilrod. Big Sid is my baby's daddy. Big Sid. I mean, Dilrod. Lately here, somebody commented the other day because Sid was, y'all, it's so funny because I'll wake up in the morning and I'll go over to Sid's channel. Roll call. I'm a yoked up white dude. I'll go over to his channel and I'll click on it and I'll literally be in my bed still. And I hear, Nicole, come on. Leave the shards in there. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, you're okay, Sam. I don't mind. And you got me to be determined to do my channel regardless of the trolls. Hell yeah, BBT Boston. Listen to me, sis. I'm telling you something right now. I had a hard time at the beginning of my channel too, girl. So listen, I understand. It was really difficult at the beginning and I was getting picked on a lot. But now we have the best community. And these people right here in this chat, they already know. If somebody comes up in here trolling, we knock their asses out. Hey, Andrew, what's up? We knock their asses smooth out. We just don't put up with that. Negativity, we just don't have time for it. I've worked too hard to cultivate a positive, safe community for people to come in there and taint it. No, sir. YouTube is hard. It's really hard to build your channel. So listen to this, you guys. I want you guys to understand something. You guys are so important to me because I worked so hard to get to this point where we have this community, okay? I have worked so hard to build this channel from the ground up, 0 to subscribers to where we are now. And what I mean by work so hard, I mean going live daily, interacting with my audience. I don't just throw videos up. I like to talk with you guys. I like to get to know people on a personal level, right? And so I've worked really hard. No way, Andrew. Free 99. In fact, shout out to Sam. She came over Monday and we did her 4th step, you guys, or we did her 4th through 8th step. And we got all her amends stuff written down. And it was pretty awesome. It was pretty freaking awesome. I'm so proud of Sam. Shout out, Sam. If you're not here tonight, you'll watch it on the replay. I'm so proud of you, girl. I am so proud of you. So it's what I'm trying to say is, like, I get to know y'all personally. It's really important to me to be able to talk to everybody. It's so important to me. Nicole, seriously, you're not bothered with some tweaked out guy from North Carolina that is starting to appear. You can't keep your look at me. I love it. I actually love it. It cracks me up. And he does give me a lot of promotion. So I have no hard feelings against Big Sid. We actually he and I made an amends to each other because I was pissed off at him for a little bit, but we talked on the phone and made amends, and I'm cool. He's cool. I just, whatever. He's in recovery too, you guys. He's on methadone and in the maintenance program there where he lives. And so I knew that he was like us. I could tell. Thanks for smashing that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. I'm just saying. What does he say? Smash that like button. Anyway, I'm just having a good time today, you guys. I really do want y'all to understand that this channel is so important to me, and that I really wanted to come on here and talk about how happy I am that, oh wow, let me see. I was reading your comment, Merc, on that one thingy. And listen, you guys, like, I understand. I know there are people out there. Listen, I know there are people out there that can get sober through abstinence, you guys. It's true deal. It's true. I ate the whole box, and then Granny was upset because she didn't have them for Gunsmoke. Um, I know some people can get sober, you guys, through abstinence-based recovery. I really do know that they can. But what I'm trying to explain and show people is that, first of all, not everybody is able to do it right then at that time. Some people get on maintenance and it saves their life. Okay. And so if you have someone who has been trying to get sober through abstinence based recovery, right, for 10 years, and they keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then they're able to get on a medication, and all of a sudden they're able to maintain and get their life together. Then what is so wrong with that? I think that some people don't understand that some people can't they say it in the big book. Some people can't grasp that way of life that requires rigorous honesty. Some people are constitutionally incapable. And what that means is at that moment in time, they can't get it that way. That doesn't mean they're a bad person. That doesn't mean that they don't want to be sober. It's just that what it is. Just like for me, I could not get it that way. I needed this time. Okay, Sam, love you. I needed this time in recovery on maintenance medication to build my foundation. I needed this extra support. I needed it. I'm not going to act like I didn't, you guys. And I might need it forever. And so that's what the whole point is. The whole point is I might need this for the rest of my life. What makes that not recovery? What makes me not seeking a different way of life? What makes me not, do you understand what I'm saying? I almost feel like there's, and this is where I want to come back to it. That's the only way we've ever been taught. So when you're only taught one way, then what way are you going to try and do? None of us have ever been taught. None of us have ever been taught to get sober any other way. I've been through many zombie apocalypses, and I just handle my business and make sure that. So I've went through these many experiences, Andrew, where I didn't have insurance. My insurance got cut off, and here's the thing, like, I'm doing the right thing today, and so I just make sure that I do what I got to do. If I have to pay for it out of pocket, I pay for it out of pocket. If I have to wait an extra day for my medication to get filled, I'll wait an extra day for the medication to get filled. It's not the end of the world. Let's say that the end of the world came and I couldn't get Suboxone and I had to go through withdrawal. Then I would go through withdrawal and I would be okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be the end of the world. And it's never going to be the end of the world. I just don't see it like that. And I don't let it affect me like that. Like, I'm not going to go out and get high because I can't get Suboxone. You know what I mean? But I have had experiences where I got cut off my insurance. I have had experiences. And I feel the same way. I feel like I would be just fine. I might have a little discomfort, but I really think that I'd be okay. And if I was really sick, I would just come on here and cry to y'all about it. I would just come on here I would cry about being not feeling good, and we would make it through it together. I would utilize my support system. I would call my therapist. I would call my sponsor. I would call the Real Talk Recovery fam, and I would hook up my damn phone or my camera to my tripod. I would lay in my bed and I would have a 24-hour live stream of me going through it, and y'all would just get to watch it. That's what would happen. I paid $4K a month for pills. 400 for treatment isn't anything in comparison. Exactly. And so that's also where we have to kind of look at it, you guys. Like, I have to compare the risks to the benefits. Okay. So the risks of me being in active addiction were a lot higher. And so it's like a pros and cons kind of thing. You know what I mean? But the beautiful thing about it is there's all these options for us now. And so you don't have to go through pain and agony to get sober anymore. You really don't. You know, you can get sober fairly comfortably. And so that's the beautiful thing about technology and the world we live in today. Like, but what comes down to it is that we're all going to have to put in work, though. It's not about the substances. It has nothing to do with that. Listen to me, you guys. Listen to me. Real recovery has nothing to do with what your medications you're on. It doesn't matter if you're on Vivitrol, Sublocade, Suboxone, antidepressants, Advil, whatever. Recovery has nothing to do with the medications you're on and everything to do with what you're doing on the inside and how you are managing your life. Are you able to manage your life today? Are you able to get up and go to work? Okay, take care of your kids. Be a part of your family. Take care of a whole YouTube channel with 5,200 people on it. Can you keep your word and do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it? Can you be consistent? Can you follow through? Are you honest? Are you a piece of shit? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what recovery is about. How are you in real life? How do you treat other people? Nicole, what nights are your open mic nights? I mean, we can have open mic night anytime anybody wants to come up and share that. Let me get the link. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Really though, that's what it's about. It's about what you're doing with your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you treating others with love and respect and kindness? Or are you, being shitty? And it's okay, like, to be shitty, but what you have to do is when you're in recovery, when you start to work recovery and be in recovery, okay, you know what happens? You no longer want to be shitty. You want to change the way you're living and you want to treat others with respect and kindness. That's the difference, okay? Everyone doesn't have to have the same path. Hey, Sky, I'm so proud of you, girl. Day. You want to come up and tell everybody about it? Hold on. Copy link. Hold on, guys. I gotta get the link. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't mean that in a bad way. That's a good thing, girl. When I lost my job, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Okay, there's the link. I'll tell y'all, I've told you guys the story a million times, but back in 2015, when I first got sober, I got a job working for a sandwich shop called Nukes. And I had been working there for a while, 8-9 months, and I was doing really good, you guys. I was making good money and I had gotten promoted. I was doing good. I was a trainer. Like, I was doing really good. And I remember it was yesterday. I got into this fight with this girl named Jasmine, and I jumped on that girl. I started strangling her ass. Man, I'm telling you guys, I was trying to kick her. I was trying to kill her. She was, oh, if y'all just understood. One thing I cannot stand is like when somebody is in your face and they're just trying to provoke you by yelling and screaming in your face. And that's what this girl was doing. And so I'm not about that. Like, if you come into my face like that and you're just screaming, I'm about to knock your ass out. And so that's what I did. And I got fired. So I lost my job because I was physically fighting some girl in our restaurant. And so I remember when I got fired, I cried and I cried. Yeah, that works. Come on up. Come on up. You can use your phone. I cried, and I called my sponsor and I was like, I just lost my job. I just got fired for fighting. And it was so bad, you guys. But then my sponsor looked at me, she goes, girl, it's okay. It's a gift. It's a gift. And you know what? It was a gift. You know why, you guys? Because it opened up a whole new world for me. I was able to get a better job. And if I hadn't have left that job, I would have never started this YouTube channel. I would have never got my job working with Dr. B and them. I would have never done any of the things that I'm doing today if I had stayed where I was at. And so that job, being fired from that job, was truly a gift. So, girl, this is just the beginning of the rest of your life. This is just God's way of opening up a different pathway for you. And so don't get discouraged. And it could be scary, though. I think that's what was wrong with me, is that I was afraid. I had worked there for a while and I had gotten comfortable there, and when you're it was like I was so new in my sobriety too, you guys. Like, I remember like telling my boss I needed to go to meetings and take off and this, that, and the third. And so it was like I had gotten so close to my boss and them that they knew everything about me. You know what I mean? So let's talk about what we got going on. So I went up to meet with this guy. His name is Monty, and he gave me, let me show y'all. He gave me the Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous flyers that I'm going to take and start doing outreach with. I'm going to take them all over Arkansas, y'all. But I need to add our Mara website, and I also want to add our YouTube channel for anybody that wants to come on Fridays to hang out with us. But well, here's the thing, Ashley. Ashley, are you okay? So you could get a sponsor, but you would be, I guess you could work the steps from being locked up, huh? So here's the thing, you guys. Ashley, hey, Bobby. Ashley is about to go to the pen, and we're all going to write her while she's locked up. Ashley, I haven't told everybody about it yet, so I'm going to tell them now. She has to go. When are you getting sentenced? You're going in August, right? She has to go to the penitentiary in August. And so what I thought we could do is we could help her with not sponsorship. We could help her by writing her, like, from the Real Talk Recovery family. We could send her a card and stuff, while she's locked up. So I was even thinking about, like, how I kind of interact with a lot of the prison channels, you guys. What about this? What if we start kind of like reaching out to some of these people that maybe have outreach and help with guys that are coming out of prison, guys and girls, and we could start picking people to be pen pals and sending them a letter from the Real Talk Recovery family. That would be cool, huh? Bobby, I'm so excited to go to the meeting with you next Friday, girl. Like, I am so excited. Dill says, I've been to prison 3 times and jail a lot, and even receiving a letter just makes your whole day while you're locked up. Same, Dill. Let me tell you a story. I went to prison. I went to prison in 2010 or 2009. I went to prison in 2009, and I went to prison in. When I came out of prison, first of all, I paroled out to a halfway house in Little Rock. But when I went to prison, you guys, I had so many friends. Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I had so many friends, all my dope friends. And for those of you guys that are new to my channel, I went to prison because I got caught with methamphetamine. I was driving my car. Hello. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, what time's it? Okay. How long did you wait to take it? But how long was it when you were coming? Were you off of fentanyl or heroin? Painkillers? Okay. How long did you wait before you started your Suboxone? Oh, you should be fine. Listen, it's totally normal to experience a little bit of anxiety because this is the unknown. You know, it's all new, and you're just going to kind of get like acclimated to the new medication. So try to relax. Um, how many milligrams are you taking? Mhm. Okay. Okay, so you've taken 8 milligrams so far. Okay, cool. Yeah, girl, just relax. Try to breathe. If you want to, I'll send you a link. I'm live on YouTube right now, and we have like a recovery live stream. And I'm on Suboxone too. But I'm actually tapering. I'm down to 1 milligram. But you are going to be okay. It's totally normal. It's just new. It really is just new. You got to get your body time to just get balanced out on it. By about 3 days in, you're going to feel like $1 million. Okay. I'll send you the link so you can come hang out with us. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, hey, Sky. Sorry, girl.
Hi, no worries.
Hey, girl. Okay.
So
What's up?
it's totally surreal. I don't know, like I've been in a daze all day long. It was a total gut punch. But on the flip side, I have been miserable.
Today?
I have been so miserable at my job.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And so like I kind of manifested this. Like I knew I wasn't going to leave on my own. I wanted that 12 weeks and I got it. I didn't really want it during a pandemic, but what are you going to do? Like now I'm forced to get my resume together and to get back. Maybe while I'm laid off, I could do my volunteer hours for the coaching. I need 400 hours. I don't know what's open though. That's the problem. I don't know.
Girl, are they going to give you unemployment?
Yes, I got 12 weeks paid and then
Good.
2 weeks vacation and pay and it starts on the 15th. So technically I have 15 weeks.
You're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine.
I could collect too while I'm getting my severance. Because of COVID, they opened that up, so I'm going to try. I'm just going to stash any extra money aside and it'll be okay. It's summer. Everything will work out.
It's just the fear of the unknown.
Well, you always imagine what you're going to lose, not what you're going to gain.
Right.
So I'm like, I could really go down that negative spiral and worry, but I could also look forward to like an awesome job that I actually like. And I've been underpaid for so long anyway. I've been there a million years. It's the only job I've ever known since I was 18.
I know. Damn.
So that's why I'm like, I don't even know how to interview. I don't even have a resume. But I'm going to have to get one really quick. So.
Well, I can help you. I have one. I'll send you mine and you can kind of like look at it.
Thanks, girl. That would be great.
You're going to be just fine. Like, honestly, just collect your little unemployment, relax, take this opportunity to like get your like okay, so now that I'm finding that I have more time available during the day, like I'm starting to start like things that I know, like okay, so I met with my personal trainer yesterday, and then I meet with him again on Thursday, and then like I'm trying to get on a schedule where I'm waking up a little bit early and doing my meditation and my prayers, because I hadn't been doing that I had fell off, you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to get focused and start doing that more.
Yeah, I have to get a routine. I do. I'm going to take a couple of days and like decompress. And then I'm going to get my house ready for the roommate. I'm going to paint and clean, and
Oh, you have a roommate? A new one?
I got one. Oh yeah, that's another story. I have the one that I found dirt on. I have to let him move in, girl.
Oh!
No. It's never gonna. Um, I talked to him and I feel better about the situation. He has to blow into a device 4 times a day to prove he's sober in order to see his children.
Uh-huh.
So I really think it's going to be okay. He's a decent human being. He just can't drink.
That's awesome. Maybe you can help him. Maybe y'all can help each other.
Hell, I just it's a risk because he gets violent when he drinks. But I really don't think he's going to, and I'm going to put it in the clause, like if you have to move out if you relapse.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
I can't have somebody violent here. I just can't.
Well,
especially an ex-Marine.
If your higher power is telling you that you should let him move in, then maybe that's just a sign that this is somebody that you can be. I'm telling you, like, you know how it is. If he's like we are, he's probably a great person. He just struggles with alcoholism, you know?
Yeah, I don't mean to put down Marines at all. What I meant was he probably has PTSD.
Right.
Which contributes to the way he acts when he drinks.
Right.
I love the military.
We know. We don't think you're putting him down. We understand.
He's paying me good money, and he's giving me 3 months advance. Like, I can't pass it up without having a job right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to work out.
I'm excited to see how he does, and you should invite him to some meetings with all of us.
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I'm going to try. I have no idea yet if he's in a program or anything. I just know that he's blowing into this device.
Yeah. Okay,
so
cool.
I don't know how he's trying to heal, but we'll see.
I'm excited.
Thanks, girl. All right, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you soon. Love you.
Okay, love you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks for coming on, Sky. So, you guys, that was Miss Sky. She's always comes on and talks to us. She's gotten so comfortable. I remember when we first started doing these kind of like open mic night things, and she would be nervous. And now look at her. She just comes on and tells it. Hey, boss baby, what's up, honey? So, yeah. Going back to our maintenance and judgment, I just really feel like so many good things are happening, you guys, in the recovery community as far as maintenance medication and open-mindedness. And so I'm so happy to see it, you guys. Like, and I want y'all to know that being on Suboxone or methadone doesn't make your recovery less. It doesn't make you not serious. It's just some of us need different things, some of us need to be on Suboxone or methadone. Some of us benefit from that, and it helps us to change our lives. And so if we can just, look at things from a different point of view, instead of looking at things from a negative point of view, like, oh, damn, I have to be on medication, right? Finish your story you were telling about getting pulled over in the car. Okay, deal. Sorry about that. As you can see, I get distracted sometimes. Okay, so was I telling you guys a story about how I got my charge, right? Okay, so anyway, back in 2008, I was driving in my car and I had methamphetamine. Okay, I had been to prison. That's why I was telling you, because you told me you've been to jail. Okay, and about the mail. So I got sentenced to 3 years in prison, and I ended up doing 12 months. So when I went to prison, hey bud, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Good. What about you?
Oh my gosh, I'm doing amazing. It's so good to talk to you. Oh
Well,
my
tell me,
gosh.
how's your life been going? Tell me all about it.
All right. So, I mean, it's been amazing to wake up every single day sober. Um, every day I'm always expecting like to have a panic attack because
Uh-huh.
back when I kept on relapsing, I kept on feeling like I was, doing something wrong. So my conscience would get to me. You know what I mean? I'd be at work, but now I feel like I have to gain everybody's respect back. But at the same time, I feel like it's coming naturally. Like the way all the employees are acting, you can tell their confidence is back. You can tell that some people kind of second guess. They're kind of looking at me like, is this guy going to go off the handle again or not? But to know, like you keep on saying, you haven't relapsed in 5 years. Like that's no longer an option. Before, that was always my biggest worry. Like, is this going to work? Is this actually going to, last for the long run? But now I can say that. Now I know 100%, like, this is it. Like, I'm not going to relapse ever, ever again. And, you know, I have you to thank for that, obviously. And I'm just so grateful for you, to have your channel, to have everybody. Like, I know I don't comment as much as Sky and everybody else, but,
Ah,
you
you're
know,
all right. Don't compare yourself. Y'all are all
yeah,
different and special in your own ways. I have a
yeah,
diff- I have a relationship with all of you guys. I talk to so much, like I have a different connection with each one of you in a different way. Like I will never forget. You're special to me. You and your wife are so special to me because I remember the day y'all came on and it was you and your wife, and it made me cry because I'd never ever realized that I actually, like, I understand that I help people, but when you guys came on and you were like it, the only way I can explain it to you is that you were just so desperate, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I was just like,
Woo.
it really hit me like a ton of bricks, like, damn, I'm making a difference in people's lives that feel like they have no way out, and I didn't ever really realize it until you and your wife came on, you know?
Yeah, because I would sit there and watch and watch and watch, and I was always really nervous. And I just came to my wits' end after coming out of the emergency room the week prior. I said, I've got to give this lady, because you kept on saying, just come on the live, just come on the live, reach out, reach out, reach out. And finally, I was like, enough is enough. And that's when I went on the live, and I was like, hey, look, I've been buying this Suboxone illegally. My advice is coming from the streets. Like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And ultimately it paid off. It was the best decision I ever made in my entire life, was to get on that live with you, to talk to you, to get my wife involved, to sign up, you know what I mean, for the Patreon, to call my doctor, the doctor you recommended. And ever since then, it's feel like my life's made a 180. Like all that money I was spending, I'm slowly but surely catching up on everything, you know what I mean? I don't have to wear a mask everywhere I go. I don't have to, fake a fake life. Now I can actually live and thrive.
Yeah.
Here's my wife. Here's
Now,
my wife right here.
the only thing now that we got to do, hey girl, the only thing now that we got to do is get you to where you're on the medication and you're stable. Next step is therapy, like therapy for you and then therapy for you both together. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that way you can go and talk to like a counselor about like your addiction and what you struggle with and like, like that kind of stuff. And then you and your wife can go together and she can learn about how she can better help you with your addiction and how you guys can work through that like as a family. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah. So I started going to
addiction
church. Oh, sorry.
addiction affects your family. You might not believe it, but
Oh
it
yeah.
affects the whole family, man, and it ends up
Oh yeah.
hurting. Your kids are really young right now, so you're very fortunate because your kids are young. But if they had been, teenagers, they would have been able to know that you were struggling and see that. And
Oh
so
yeah.
you're very, very lucky. You're very lucky. Um,
Awesome.
that's your next step. You need to get into some kind of therapy or counseling, but church
Okay.
is a great thing too, man. Um,
Yeah.
Having your faith and having the support from the congregation and your pastor and then your higher power.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I want you to get to therapy with somebody that you can talk to about anything, that you can tell them when something comes in your mind that's,
Yeah.
just like, it's really important. That's the next step, the next level of care. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got you.
So that
I
way,
got you.
because here's the thing, we want you to be stable all around. We don't want you to just be on Suboxone and then let's say something happens and for some reason, like they were saying, some reason you can't get your Suboxone or something happens and you decide that you don't want to be on it anymore and you're tapering and then you taper off and then you don't have any kind of recovery foundation. You don't have any working part of your mind that's new coping skills.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this instead of that. And so that's what your next goal is. But you're just
Guess what
getting
I've been
started.
doing?
You're just getting
Guess what I've been
started.
doing? Look. I was working out while I was watching it. You got me motivated.
Hey! That's awesome. Look at me. You should have seen me at the gym yesterday. They had me lift. This dude put so much weight. It was like 50 pounds. That's a lot for a girl. That's a lot. I was like, ugh.
Let's go. I started working out as soon as you signed up to go to what was it, CrossFit? I was like,
CrossFit.
I'm down. Started running. I was on a jog listening to the live. I would stop and comment real quick, and then I go back on my jog, and then I got in the garage and I was like, I'm gonna go live with the heck with it. And
Hell
so
yeah,
I figured out a
man.
way. I figured out a way to listen to the lives and jog at the same time. So I bought this thing and it goes around my waist, and I just peek up at it like that every time I want to see like who's on the live. That's it. And I
Damn, that makes
stay
me so
engaged.
excited.
Heck yeah.
That makes me excited because I don't even like I'm making you inspired and then y'all are inspiring me. And so like that makes me so happy because sometimes I'm like today I was having a hard time and my little boy was wilding out. He was outside with his friend. I woke up and my stomach was messed up today and I was just like, I don't even want to. I just didn't feel good. But I was like, I gotta
crazy.
get
The
on.
same thing. I was the same way. And I got out of bed and I was like, because today was my day off and I was just feeling crappy. I was like, freak it, I'm running. I gotta go. And I just got out of bed, ordered some food, ate, and I went on the run.
Yeah.
I said, heck with it. It's time to go. So I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow I feel better.
Yeah, you feel better whenever you get out and you start moving around a little bit. I'm telling you though, have you been taking fiber and drinking lots of water? I know this is probably too much, but have you been able to have regular bowel movements?
No, that's the biggest thing I'm working on right now. Okay. And my wife can testify to that. So, what was it I took, Alyssa? Those things to make you go poop? I'm doing the spitting thing, and I'm at least having one bowel movement now every other day because before I wasn't spitting it, and I wasn't going for like 4 days. So now, I don't know if you can see in my fridge, I got all the Pedialytes lined up. So I'm taking all the Pedialytes, and then that's pretty much that. And X-Lax is what I'm taking right now, but it's not working. So
go to the grocery store and get yourself some Miralax. Okay, it's just a powder, and you put it in a cup of water and you stir it up, and it'll be clear, and you just drink it. Drink you a cup of Miralax every morning or every evening before you go to bed. It's not like a stimulant. It's not going to make you like real sick. It's just real gentle. And then also get some fiber pills from Walmart or Kroger and a probiotic like yogurt or something like that. And it'll change your life, man. I'm telling you, my husband he has the hardest time and he'll go for like, he has to take his fiber, he has to do his probiotics, and he has to do the Miralax. And when he does that, he's able to have regular bowel movements. Also, make sure that you incorporate lots of leafy greens like salad, kale. That will also help out a lot. But it's just hard because it's just it's just what it is. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this. I am able to go to the bathroom every single day. And it is amazing because it used to not be like that. And I started making sure that I spit, drinking plenty of water, doing my Miralax, fiber, leafy greens, and probiotic. And that helps me out a lot.
Okay. All right. So she's writing it all. She wrote it all down right now. So hopefully it's what it'll work. And that way,
Yeah.
next time I go on live, I'll let you know exactly how my bowel movement is going.
How
But
is
it's
your?
crazy how you know how to pinpoint each thing. It's crazy, like
I've been
to
on
the
the
T.
medication for 5 years. I better know a little bit about it.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're
You know
right.
what I mean? How
Yeah.
about your sweating? Are you sweating a lot, or are you okay?
No sweat. Just I'm good.
Okay,
Only when I
cool.
run, and jog and stuff like that.
Good,
It's like
good.
good.
See,
Yeah.
I had the opposite. When I first got on Suboxone, I would
Uh-huh.
sweat to death. Now I don't sweat at all, but it used to be really, really bad. So some people sweat, some people don't. So that's really cool. Okay, good deal.
And
I'm so
and this
excited.
might sound bad. I'm sorry. This is the last thing. Might sound bad, but I went up on my milligrams a little bit.
I mean, that's up to you and your whatever y'all do, what you and your doctor. That's fine. I mean, like, just be honest with your doctor and let them know, so that way they know where you're at. You know what I'm saying? That's
Okay,
the.
so they gave me
Go ahead.
8 milligrams a day, and I'm only taking 6 right now.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. So you're not even taking the whole amount that they have you
no,
prescribed. Well, then
no.
you're fine. You're doing great
Okay,
then. You're
okay,
doing great.
okay.
That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't think yeah, 6 milligrams is great. I mean, just make sure that, like, you're just being honest. Don't try to keep it from your doctor. It's not anything to be ashamed of. If for some reason you are on 6 and you're like, this isn't working, I need to make sure I take my whole 8. That's why you have that whole 8, so that way you can utilize it. But the whole name of the game is to stabilize at a dose. So if you're taking 6, let's stick to that and take it.
Okay.
So that way
Okay.
your body can, and I'm not a doctor, but y'all, you hear what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I got you.
You need to stabilize at a dose. So if you're going to take
Okay.
6, take the 6 and stick to that. So that way your body can get, stabilized on it, get used to it.
Okay. All right. You got it.
I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so glad you came on, and
Awesome.
you need to text me every now and then. Let me know you're doing okay. I think I texted you the other day to check on you, and you didn't text me back.
Oh, I apologize. Sometimes I get to it, sometimes I don't. It's so many phone calls and texts throughout the day. It's like you do. Like sometimes you try to get back to people. Same thing. But
I
that's why I
totally
understand where you're
understand.
coming from. Yeah.
I totally understand. I just want to make sure that you're doing okay.
I
I'm
appreciate
just
that.
checking on you. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
appreciate it. Yeah.
I understand that, like, life is busy. I just
Yeah.
like it. If you don't hear from me, just pop in the chat and say, "Hey guys, I'm doing good," because I always go in there and see how everybody's doing. You know what I mean?
Okay. You got it. You got it.
Okay, and we want an update from you and your lady in about another week about how is it going with,
Okay. You got it.
Okay.
I got it. You got it.
All right,
I gotta get
man.
to
We
the
love
action
you.
right now so that when I report it,
Okay.
it's good to go. All right. I love you.
Love you too,
All right.
man. We'll see you later.
All righty. All right. Bye-bye.
Yay! I'm so proud of him. Oh, that's such a good update. Good update. Okay. I know, Freya. How you doing, Freya? I'm so glad you're here, girl. I'm always happy to hear when y'all are doing so good. It literally makes me so happy, guys. Makes me so freaking happy. Okay, Dill, let me finish the story. Dill's going to kick my ass. Okay, so in 2008, I got pulled over. Okay, I wasn't driving. I was the passenger in my own car, and this guy named Quincy was driving my car. And he had a whole bunch of meth in his sock, and I had a purse with a syringe, and I had a hookah bong in my trunk. I had marijuana in my glove box, and I had that needle with the meth in my purse. And when we got pulled over, I got charged with what I had, and he got charged with what he had. And that's when I caught my first felony. Well, that's my only felony. I caught a Class C felony, a possession of a controlled substance. So I got that charge, and they put me on probation, right? They put me on probation for 3 years, you guys. And I didn't pass one single drug test. The first drug test I took, I passed it. Everyone after that, I failed, right? Well, during that time, my probation officer sent me to treatment once. I came out of treatment, relapsed, and then she revoked my probation, and I went to prison. The whole reason why I was telling you the story was to explain to you guys how important mail is in prison. So I got sentenced to my year in prison. I did like 60 days in county, and then they shipped me over to the state, Arkansas Department of Corrections. When I got to ADC, I thought, you know what? All my friends will write me. I remember sitting there and writing all my friends, sending them the address, telling them how much I love them. I can't wait to see them when I get out. Do you know how many people wrote me? My mama, my dad, my sister Michelle, and my friend Scott. Now, my mom, my dad, and my sister, that always came in one letter. So it was my parents, my family, and my friend Scott. My friend Scott was the only person who wrote me the whole time I was locked up, you guys. He actually was there when I got out of prison and took me shopping. He was such a good friend to me, you guys, because everybody else, they didn't give a damn. They forgot all about me. So when you're in jail, when you're locked up, it is so important to have to get mail. It means, it can literally mean like whether or not you are smiling and have a good day or whether you're sad. It's so important. So when Ashley goes and gets locked up in August, we're going to send her mail from Real Talk Recovery. So anyways, does anybody else want to come up before I go? Do you want to come up? Come up? Yeah, and you know what else, you guys, like, just always remember, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just kind of sharing my own personal experience with you guys, like my own personal experience with constipation, my own personal experience with things that work to help me get regular. All that stuff is just my experience, you know? And like when I get phone calls and people are telling me that they're having, like they're feeling anxious and they just got on Suboxone, right? Okay, all right, that's okay, whatever you want to do, you know, you're welcome to come up here. When people call me and they're telling me that they're having anxiety or they're just like struggling, I'm here to like share with you guys that that's going to be okay. Yes, I have good, and what I want you guys to understand is like I'm not ever going to give you advice like a doctor's advice. I'm just going to share with you what I've been through, my experience, and try to help you make the right decision from that point forward. But you know what else? Nothing compares to meeting with your doctor and sitting down and talking with them. Now, listen, if you got one of those doctors that has no idea how medication assisted treatment works, that's another story. Because I know there's some people out there that have doctors that they have no idea what they're doing, at least with Suboxone. But that's why we are all here to share what we're going through with each other, and hopefully that will help each other, you know? But anybody help? Do you guys have any questions or anything before I get off here? Ask me anything. Dill, you got any questions? Because I know you're new to the channel. Hey, Kenneth, what's up, man? I'm so glad to see you in here. I know, man. My doctor's really awesome, too. I'm happy about that. And you know what else, you guys? Dr. B, I got to see when we're going to do our next live stream. But hey, Freya, did you get in to see Dr. B? Did you set your appointment, girl? We do not think you're a rat, girl. What you talking about? Let me, okay. There's Dr. B's link if you guys have any questions. How did it go, Misty? Did it go good? How long have I been off meth and heroin? So, deal. I got sober in July of 2015. So, almost 5 years. July 13th will be 5 years. Good. Okay, Freya. You emailed them. Good deal. Did you do that? Did you do the website that I texted you? Because that could, okay, we'll figure it out. I'm sure. So that way we. You got another, so I've been sober for 5 years, and July 13th will be 5 years. My drugs of choice were methamphetamine, Oxy. I was an IV user. I started this channel 2 years ago in 2018. Yeah, that's it. If you have any other questions, y'all know I'm an open book. An open book. I'm glad, Misty. Misty, let me show you something right now. Girl, let me tell you. I am so retarded. I have it right here, Misty. Okay, so call me in the morning. I've been off meth for 14 months. That's awesome, man. I am, Kenneth. I'm very happy. Thank you. Getting off of methamphetamine, it wasn't so much like withdrawal or anything like that, but it was getting rid of those people out of my life. Like I was intertwined with so many people that used and cooked methamphetamine, and so it was really difficult, you know. Yes, remind me, Misty. So if you guys listen, I really want to make content that you guys are wanting to see. And so it would be helpful if you guys, in fact, I'm going to ask y'all right now, do you guys have any videos that you want me to make? And so I can, I need suggestions of videos to make. So tell me some suggestions, you guys. Stories. Freya likes story times. I love story times too. Story time. Take us around the gym. Oh, okay, I got you. A gym blog. Mara is on Fridays. Mara on Fridays. Which I love Mara, you guys. And what I'm hoping we can do is I want to get with the people that we are going to be doing the Mara with here in real life. Hey, Hitman, and see if we can't do some kind of show here on the channel. Connect with my higher power. I just feel lost, like I'm emotionally numb. There's like nothing to do. I just feel lost. At least I don't need drugs. Hey, Bobby. It's okay, man. You got us to be here with us. Bobby, have you thought about trying to okay, that's a good topic. How to connect with my higher power. So let me share something with you, Bobby, okay? First of all, the fact that you are self-aware enough to realize that you are needing that connection is a step in the right direction, okay? And so the fact that you're already thinking about that you want to improve that is huge, okay? Just think about where you were at 6 months ago, okay? So you're already focusing on it, that you want to change, that you want to have a connection with your higher power. Now, all you have to do, Bobby, is start stepping in that direction. So why don't you do this? Every night before you go to bed, get on your hands and knees right beside your bed and say a prayer and talk to God, your higher power. Okay? Heck yeah, man. Corrales, I got you. I'll be there. I would love to. It's okay. We're not going to jinx ourselves. Let me think what else. And here's the thing, you guys, like, I don't think a lot of people understand that I haven't done anything for you. You have done it. Okay. You are the one who took the steps and called and got your medication. You're the one who reached out for help. You did that, okay? I just kind of encouraged you to do it. You know what I mean? I just kind of was a cheerleader in the background. But you have to give yourself credit. You took the you got the courage and you stepped in the right direction. And that's really all that's all recovery is. It's all you got to do to start your recovery, you guys, is take a step in the right direction and reach out for help. You know, I think a lot of the times we don't give ourselves enough credit. So you are doing it. You've got to just keep on taking steps in the right direction. How do you put faith in your higher power? Failure is not an option. That's right. So listen, how do I put faith in my higher power? Well, it's hard, Ashley, and I take it back all the time. Okay, so it's called, okay, there's this thing that they call self-will, okay? And so we all have self-will, right? But when we get sober, we start how do I explain this? I take it back all the time. I take my will back all the time, okay? We ask our higher power to take our will in our lives, guide us in our recovery, and show us how to live clean and serene. So this is what you do. If you want to put faith in your higher power, every morning when you wake up, turn your will over to him. I'm turning my will and my life over to the care of my higher power as I understand him. All right. And then you'll be going throughout the day and you'll get upset about something and you'll take your power back. You'll say, screw that. I want to be in control. And then it'll get uncomfortable and you'll say, oh, I took it back. I got to give it back over. So when we are taking our will back into that's control. It's us wanting to control a situation. I do it all the time. I'm always taking my will back. And then I'm like, damn it, I got to do that again. You know? That's right, Kenneth. That's right. And so turning your will over is a one day at a time kind of thing. And there's going to be days where you're going to take it back and you're going to get uncomfortable and then you're going to give it back again. And so you're never going to, I don't know anybody that has gotten to a point where they're just like guru status, perfect, always happy, just like, I don't know anybody like that. Okay. So every day, as long as you're trying to do the right thing and you're trying to improve and you're turning your will over and you're thanking your higher power and you're taking steps in the right direction, that's the positive point of it. One day at a time, taking steps in the right direction. Okay. Turn that will over. Wake up in the morning, drop your knees. I'm turning my will over to you, higher power. Take me and guide me in my life. Show me how to live my life clean today. Show me how to do the right thing. Just guide me today. Okay. And then let's say you have an argument with your mom and you're like, screw this shit. I'm taking off. Da, 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 and you take your will back. And then you're like, damn it, I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to feel like this. Let me give my will back over. Okay. So that's how you just keep on trying, girl. You keep on giving it over one day at a time. Okay. So, all right, you guys, I love y'all. I'm going to go take a shower and lay down with the boys, but I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7. Tomorrow night, Christy's going to come on. I rescheduled with her because we had a crazy day today, but I'll see y'all tomorrow night with Christy. She's going to tell her story. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Good night. Be good.